Hey guys, how's it going? This chain took a pretty healthy hit. It wasn't one of my super good chains anyway, but nevertheless, it's still never good to wing dick a chain. But it ripped the tooth off right there. It took this. I got this side already sharpened up. It took a pretty healthy hit. Like it got that one pretty good. It took this side of the chain, the right side of the chain took most of the hit. So I was thankful for that. I think last time, I think it was the other side of the chain that took a healthy hit. But just checking these over. Wasn't really paying much attention when I was sharpening this side. This was hand filed before with the next size down file, the one that they actually recommend for 3/8. Viewer sent me the 7/32 and this golf ball, and this golf ball really works good to do this. But I'm going to turn this into a work chain. The rakers are still pretty low on it, but I got to take enough back on it to do that. Let's talk about chains for a minute. I mean, you can have a ported saw. This saw puts out 7.3 horse on the dyno. I had it dynoed. I love this thing for 60cc saw. It's an animal. But if your chain is junk, if you wing dick your chain or it's dull, I don't care, how bad your saw is ported up. It's just not, all you're gonna do is wreck your saw. It's one of the worst things you can do besides running straight gas or running too lean is a dull chain. If you can't sharpen a chain or buy chains that and stay sharp, probably a ported saw is not for you. Pick up some homeowner and model and just kill that, because if you add performance along with a dull chain, you're just going to make excess heat and cook the saw anyway. But besides that, I'm going to show you like how I build a work chain. Is it right? Is it wrong? I don't know. They pull chips. Do I make the fastest chains or the best chains? No, absolutely not. There's probably far better people at it than me. But when I switched to going from the other size file, which I think is a 13/64 or something, when I switched from that to 7/32, I have to cut down into here and then bring it back to get the C back, because the arch is different. And to me, a dirty work chain, I don't like a lot of hook. A lot of hook dulls fast. I would rather build a chain that pulls great chips at the beginning, and at the end of your wood cutting day, it's still pulling good chips. It's just a consistent chain. I'm not shooting for a fast chain. And you want to hook something like that. Now, some of these still don't look the greatest far back. It's good enough for a work chain for me. This flaky stuff that you see here, that's just from filing it. That'll come right off. I gotta do this side yet. This side's all done. But I like a fairly small hook like that. If you got that, I could go down farther and in and create more of a hook on it, and it'll cut like the blazes, but it'll also dull super fast. So that's what I like to do. This was done with the other size file. I gotta switch it over. This was that really hungry version. This will probably it'll go a good chip, but in the hardwood there, it'll probably be a lot less aggressive, and it should last long. So let me pause you and get you set up. Now I'll show you how I do it. And granted, take it for what it's worth. I don't consider myself a professional. I'm just an urban redneck that enjoys chainsaws. But I just figured I'd show you how I dial in a work chain for you know, for firewooding. So just a second. I don't know, I tried to get you guys positioned right where you can see it. I put tape here so I know where the tooth is at in the camera, because I can't watch that that camera. I'll try to keep my arm out of the way. Like I said, I'm no pro, but when I start out going to a larger file, I'll grab onto it like this. I'll brace my wobbling bench here, and I'll put a little down pressure on it, and then I'll take a few swipes and try to twist the file at the same time. And what I'm doing is I'm bringing down, I guess it's what you call a gullet. I'm bringing that down, and then I don't want to go too far, because if I go too far, I'm creating too much of a hook. And then I'll pull a little down pressure, and I'll just and you'll see that flake come up, and then right there you'll have a sharp tooth. So hopefully this one's got a chip missing on it right there. But down pressure, you can see where I'm taking out that lower part of the tooth and getting it to the depth that I want. And then once I'm to the depth that I want, I'll pull a little back pressure on it. And the goal is to try to keep this as straight as possible. You don't want to rock this way and this way, because then you'll end up rounding. You want this top plate to be straight. You don't want it, you don't want to rock your file like that. You want to keep it as straight as you can. And if you're unsure of what angle that you want, you can go by this or make up your own angle. I don't like going too much this way. For a work chain, I like this. It's just a few degrees different than what the factory recommended. And this is sharpening up quite nice. And tomorrow I should be able to get you a test video of this chain, to show you how it cuts. So drop the bottom, pull it back, try to keep it as straight as you can, and you'll see that burr. I rocked it there a little bit. There you go. And you can see that burr starting to come up. And I have a feeling them ambidextrous guys that can lay on their saw and do left-handed, right-handed, I'm better this way than I am the other way. It's just how I am. But I can keep my angles the same. I'll see a lot of guys when I fix their chains, one side will be right and the other side will be all sloped off, all weird. That's just the nature of the beast. But if you guys are seriously into chainsaws, you should seriously get into having sharp chains and be able to tailor your chains to what you're trying to get the chain to do. Now, for them speed racing chains, that's not my cup of tea. I'm not up on that. I can only tell you from a firewooder's standpoint of what works for me or what I like to work with. But the important thing is, as long as your chains are pulling chips, that's the important thing. Because if you can't pull chips, you're just gonna put a lot of excess wear and tear on your saw that don't need to be. A ported saw really likes a good chain. Sometimes I'll just put real light pressure on it to clean it up. So hopefully this helps somebody out. I think there's lots of chain sharpening videos. I can do grinder or hand file. I'm not gonna lie to you, I typically can sharpen by hand a better chain than I can with my grinder. But I can do on my grinder, I can do them real fast, not overheat the tooth. I take nice little small, it's like zzz, zzz, zzz. I don't burn the tooth, and I can get a good chip, long-lasting chain and it cuts down on time. I think I went quite deep enough on this one. There we go, it's starting to feel better. Every now and then I tap my file and get the chips out. This is an Oregon file. Very happy with it. First time I've actually ever used an Oregon file. I really like it. Viewer sent this file and golf ball setup on it. I like it. I like it a lot. So thank you very much. Also, you guys are sitting on the new tripod that was donated to the channel by a mysterious viewer. I have no idea who sent it to me, but thank you very much. Very grateful. Hopefully it's getting you guys a good shot of how I do a chain. And like I said, don't take this stuff for a grain of salt, because everybody has their own way of doing chains. I don't care how you sharpen your chain, as long as you're pulling chips and not powder. That's all that matters. I can only tell you what I can do. And I'm far from perfect, believe me. This should be I should be able to put this back into service. I really wing-dicked her up pretty good on that one side. I mean, whatever I hit in that thing, it was hard enough to take off a tooth. I'm actually quite lucky that more damage was not done to this chain than what's done to it, especially after ripping a tooth off, because if that tooth got lodged in there, that could have created all kinds of problems. And I heard it hit too, that god-awful sound that they make when you hit it, and you feel it right into your core of your body when it smacks it. And you're like, oh, your heart sinks, you know, that god-awful sound that you just smoked your chain. Not very comfortable doing it this way, but I wanted to get you guys try to get you guys a good shot. You know, there's probably 100 different videos out there on how other people do their chains and stuff, and probably do it way better than I do. But I've had a few guys ask how I do my chains, and I'm building this one into a firewooden chain. I can't wait to start bringing that stuff home. I've probably got 20, like that pile of logs I got out there, I probably got 20 truckloads like that I got to bring home. I can't wait to get on that. I'm going to be set on firewood for quite a while. It's going to be awesome. Give me plenty of stuff to cut for you guys too. We can make videos, test stuff out. I don't know if I'm going to do many more cookies though. I'm about tired of the cookie mess. If I get all that wood, I'll have lots to cut, and I can do it all in firewood pieces. Kind of do two things at once. Get you guys some footage and get my firewood. So that'll be awesome. Feels kind of weird making this video for you guys, I'm not gonna lie. Feels like I'm just blabbering to the camera. Hopefully it helps somebody out though. Sometimes my fingertips get numb from holding on to that, so I gotta feel with a different finger. If it's not grabbing you and trying to slice you, it's not sharp. Keep working at it until you get it. I've seen others where they come in there and bring their gullet down like that. I'm just used to doing it my way. It's probably not the right way, but it's just how I do it. So it helps too. I like to, like this chain I wipe down with the spray cleaner. Got the oil off it. I like it oil-free chain, that way I'm not plugging up my file as much too. I don't know if that'll help you guys out or not, but that don't really help you out much out in the out in the woods though. But I'm gonna say I like for most of my chains, I go anywhere between 25 and 35, and I'll move them all in between, just depending on what I'm trying to do. This one I kind of messed up on a little bit. I don't think I put the gullet down deep enough. There we go. That feels pretty good. So yeah, this one's kind of chewed up a bit too, but we'll get it. I'm just lucky they're not folded over. When you get one like this, you just keep bringing it back. You'll see the edge eat away. Push down a little bit more here. There's that one. See, it looked like I had these on a 35 originally. But I'm gonna bring it down. And I'm gonna take that nose off. I'm gonna change this to probably a 30. I don't use file gauges or anything. The only file gauge I do use is the raker. The raker when I'm setting the rakers, and I'm gonna bust this chain up pretty bad on that wood pile. So them trees got skidded around, so they're just loaded with dirt, and they're in a big mixed up pile. It's gonna be a lot of fun getting them out of there. But yeah, I'm glad I'm done with that maple though. That maple's killed a lot of chains. Well, I'll be done with it when I burn it, I guess. But that rock hard maple is now no more. It's in the to be split pile. So that's awesome. I got a nice chunk of seasoned walnut down there right now. That's going to be the new test log for big saws. I've done like 8 chains with this file already too, and it's still cutting pretty good. So I'm gonna have to look on eBay and see what these Oregons are going for. I got some Mad Dog files, but I really like the way this Oregon file's cutting. I think it leaves a finer cut, I think. Seems to be less aggressive. Does take a few more strokes, but it seems to leave a nicer edge. So I've probably blabbered on. Oh good God, it's 18 minutes. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, I'm gonna shut this off here. I'm gonna continue filing this chain up. Hopefully it helps someone out. You guys have a good one. Take it easy. Enjoy your night.